Welcome to the circus, the true crime YouTube scene, where drama's the star and the facts aren't so clean. She's on her channel, she's screaming with flair. J Ducks, poor Nana, her address is bare. The drama volcano, it's ready to blow. Subs grab their popcorn for the Crama Show. It's Crama's true crime circus. Round and round we go. Not much truth, just trauma, stealing all the show. Narcissism, borderline, maybe psychopathy, fueling all the chaos in this YouTube spree. The ladies are screeching, they're hurling those names. Snake, liar, fraud. It's their favorite game. No problems defined, no solution in sight. Just a merry-go-round of emotional fights. Subs egg it on, they're loving the mess. Trauma bonding nightly in this hot circus press. It's Crama's true crime circus. Round and round we go. Not much truth, just trauma, stealing all the show. Narcissism, borderline, maybe psychopathy, fueling all the chaos in this YouTube spree. It's a borderline stream, this emotional ride. No facts, just feelings with nowhere to hide. They gather each night for their drama parade. Significance found in the mess that they've made. So tune in tomorrow, the circus won't stop. Crama's true crime keeps the drama on top. With insults and screams, it's a wild, wild scene. Crama's true crime circus, fighting to be YouTube's drama queen.
All right, everybody, welcome. I hope you guys are doing really, really great on this day before, one day after Good Friday, day before Easter. All right. So I decided to come back and finish what I didn't get to in my earlier stream. We're talking about YouTube creators exploiting subscribers. That you may be having trouble with boundaries if your YouTube relationships are causing you to commit felony theft, as in your subscriber friend dies and you steal her purse and her telephone. You're having trouble with boundaries, Trisha. Okay, so look. There's other examples. These exploitative relationships are all over the place. Let's talk about Brittany. Yes, Kelly, you heard me correctly. Websleuths Trisha had a YouTube subscriber that she befriended. Said YouTube subscriber was literally, her estate was worth $1 million, and she bought Stacy a like important computer. She literally invited Trisha to leave Wyoming and to move down to Dallas and move into an apartment right down the street from where the subscriber's house is. And they like became friends. But my speculation, I think she was paying for Trisha's apartment. I think the lady that died is the one that was paying Trisha's rent. And now Trisha doesn't have the money to pay for her rent. So she's trying to get the inheritance. She has approached a court and said, make me the executor, because this was my friend. And she told me verbally that she wanted me to have the money, that she wanted to give me her paid off house. And the lady who was so the dead lady, the subscriber, she had a financial advisor, and the financial advisor shows up and says, wait a minute, Judge, not so fast. I have the old lady's will from 2011. She said, I don't know who this Trisha Heifer is. I don't know why she's saying that she's supposed to be executor. Absolutely not. Here's the will. And the will is very clear for what she wanted to have happen to her money. And at the very end of the will, it says, in the event that these people that I have named as benefactors or beneficiaries, in the event that they too are gone and dead, and so there's no one to leave my money to, I don't want my money to go back to the state. I want my money to go to this animal shelter. So there's an animal shelter in Dallas that is inheriting $1 million, essentially, and $1 million estate. That's a house worth $250,000, 2 bank accounts that are very large. So, yeah, so the financial advisor is just like, whoa, where did these crazy women come from? Trisha and Stacy. Who are they? Why are they laying claim to my friend's money? Trisha, this is so crazy. Trisha, when she found out that her friend had died, what does she do? She gets in her car and runs up to the hospital and steals the lady's purse and phone. The lady's laying in bed dead. She says, that would be mine. This is mine. This is mine. Mine. It's mine. It's mine. How wild is it? This story's crazy. And we can thank Miss True Crime herself, Jolene Lunzer. No, Jolene, you never wanted to be a true crime creator. I got you, but damn, you graduated into true crime world. Okay. So Jolene is just doing a reaction video. She's just following Websleuths, and she's reacting to this video where Trisha says, well, I'm going to take y'all on a field trip, right? So Trisha gets in the car and she's filming this crap. She drives over to the dead lady's house. Yeah, Beth B. Yes, Carolina, thank you. She drives over to Beth's house and gets out. She's recording it. So Trisha is recording this crap. She's walking all the way around the house. She's talking about how she's supposed to get this money. But the financial advisor, who has a will from 2011, who worked at the same company as Beth, she said, Trisha, while she's filming, she says, oh, well, the financial advisor is committing fraud. The financial advisor is trying to steal her money. So Trisha goes and gets a crappy little attorney and approaches the judge and says, my friend died before she had a chance to make me the executor. My friend said she wanted me to be the executor of $1 million estate. A subscriber. It's so crazy a story. Crazy. Cuckoo. Bad. So now they have legal issues, and Trisha is doing the Texas two-step, baby. She is dancing it back. She go, wait. Let me tell you how it is. We've been so worried. Stepped in bullshit. Stepped in what? Bullshit. What? Bullshit. She doing that dance. She doing Cotton Eye Joe. I'd have been a millionaire a long time ago had not been for the financial advisor, Daphne. Where did she come from? Oh my, no. That's my money. Get away. Stepped in what? Bullshit. I mean, Trisha is right up to here in the bullshit. She's peeking out. Oh, what? Wait a minute, Judge. Wait a minute. It's bad. Okay. Now then. So she steals the lady's purse and phone at her bedside, her deathbed. Deathbed. The lady is laying there alive, and then she's dead. And Trisha says, "Excuse me, wait. It's mine." Now, why? Why did she need the purse? Oh, I already put my phone up. Why did she need the phone? Well, with the phone, she gets access to the lady's accounts. She gets access to the lady's emails. Trisha was able, she's admitting it. She's on video saying, well, I read in the emails this, I noticed in the emails that. She's literally reading a dead woman's protected communications. Websleuths. That's right. Trusted, oh, so respected. I'm so much better than you are. Websleuths. Trisha, you are a problem. So, you know what else? What else is on these phones? What else do we have on these phones? What do you see? Right there. Oh, banks. Bank. You just click it and it goes into your bank account and it pulls up what? Money. Trisha goes on to say in these communications that her friend, the dead lady, gave her the passwords to all of her accounts. So now we understand why she came running in, grabbing the purse and the phone, saying, it's mine, it's all mine. Because somehow she was able to finagle passwords. So with the phone, she's got the apps that are directly connected to the bank. She can change passwords because she can access emails. She is absolute, can put her fingers on any dollar that lady has. What else? What's in the purse? Credit cards. Get your credit card, call the company, have it changed so that you can have your PIN changed. Report it stolen, get a new credit card. Trisha, you committed felony theft, you bonehead. Nana of two, you don't go any lower. This is high crimes, baby. This is it. Felonious theft. This is it. Now, look, one of the reasons I decided to go to finish and come back to do the rest of this video, excuse me, Jay is for Justice, or every I think it's going to be on Every Day with Jay. Let me look. Which channel? She's going live today at 3:00, I believe. I should have gotten this before I went live. Sorry. I think it's on her Every Day with Jay page, but let me get it for you and I'll put the link in the, you see. Yes. Okay, so here it is. Sleuthing the Web Sleuths. Great title, Jay. That's good. Okay, so let me give y'all the link. Copy. This is so crazy. Okay, Here's the link. Mods, if you'll just keep reposting that for everyone so that they can have it. Jay's going live today at 3:00. Okay. So Jay has been able to go and she has a treasure trove of legal documents about one Ms. Trishaw. This is not Trishaw's first trip down the exploitative lane. She's been tipping through those tulips for a long time. Even taking a subscriber who died and using their picture and their name and their account to make a sock account. So she presented herself as the dead person and then proceeded to contact a father of a child and just talk shit about the kid. It's like there's like recordings of it. I'm telling you guys, the people that we run across on YouTube or TikTok or any of these social media sites, you cannot let your guard down, y'all. You cannot let your guard down. Think about Brittany J. Okay, now I liked Brittany J. I called myself her friend. I was a member of her channel. I paid her money, every month for some membership. And then the truth started coming out, right? And I sat back and I was just baffled by her very often crying that she didn't have any money to pay the electricity bill. She wasn't going to be able to go live because she couldn't pay for her internet bill. I sat there one time and listened to her say that her internet was $200 a month. And I was like, what? $200? What are you talking about? I run 2 computer systems that have the same amount of security and encryption on them as these big hospitals have. My monthly bill is $65, and I have the highest level that you can get. $200 a month? What? That's a lot. That's not true. Then I watched $8,000 donated to Brittany J. For what? A lawyer. What? To defend herself? No. So she could be the aggressor toward other YouTube creators. I was like, holy hell. Do you know how long it takes me to earn $8,000? I'm talking about just to make it, not to spend it or save it, to make $8,000. And I got a PhD. I got a pretty damn good job. $8,000 from a bunch of subscribers? Well, it turns out her mods, they gave like $2,500. Mods, come on, guys, pony it up. You're not making it rain over here with Jules. Give me that money. No, stop. Where's your dignity? Where's your decency? No. Right? So $8,000, not so that Brittany could defend, because she wanted to attack other creators and she didn't have the money to get her own attorney to do the dirty work. And she told subscribers to pay, and they did. Subscribers, what are you guys doing? Okay. Now this is the part where I relax and I calm down. Okay. I have to ask these questions in an effort to understand the subscriber. Okay. First of all, where is this shame? Okay, Brittany or Trisha, or I'm gonna pick on Lauren Matthias. Okay, let me pick on Lauren Matthias. Lauren, you literally told your subscribers that if they would buy this face cream, and you're charging like $120 for a bottle of face cream, you told them that that's why your skin looks like it looks. Okay, because you and John, and I'm not going to call him Dr. John or Dr. Babe because that is just effing weird. Okay, and John Matthias, as a psychologist, you ought to have enough damn dignity to say to your wife, please don't call me Dr. John anymore. Please, let's don't do that. I can either be John or I can be Babe. Or if we're talking about actual professional knowledge, then you can call me Dr. Matthias. But we're not walking around here getting called Dr. Babe. Stop that bullshit. Stop. So Lauren says, I love to have like little, I don't know. Okay, look, if you buy this, people, you will look like me at 65 years old. All you need is this. That's all that's doing it. It's just this. And this is $125. But the payoff is, okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I could take a photograph of Lauren's face and I could show you every little telltale mark that she's had a facelift. I can tell you probably what kind of facelift that it was. And I can also show you where they are injecting Botox and filler. Yeah, this ain't doing it, Lauren. You are investing a lot of money in your face and your skin. You've also been under the laser, hadn't you, sister? You know what? When you know, you know. Know what I mean, Lauren? When you know, you know. And then you have other people like Molly Golightly who says, oh, I'm 45 years old. Wait a minute, Molly. 45? Look, your surgeon ain't that good. Okay, so stop. Stop. Okay. Also, Lauren is very pretty woman. She is. She's a beautiful woman. I don't have a problem with that at all. She's a beautiful woman. I got filler. I get Botox every now and then, and I am considering a facelift, although I haven't done that yet because you have to have so much time off work. That's the only reason I haven't done it. I'm not sitting up here all prideful. Oh, you need to age gracefully. Please plump these lips up. I'm good. I don't care. That's how you want to spend your money. Knock yourself out. I'm good for it. Just don't get weird. Those big like somebody put hard-boiled eggs in your cheeks. Don't do that. It's not good, right? But a little plump in here, building those cheekbones up a little bit. It's all right. I don't have trouble with that. I'm not making judgment on that at all. But don't come in here and say, look at me with my facelift and my neck lift and say I'm 45. You ain't 45, sister. I probably guess how old you are within 5 years. And you know what I mean? When you know, you know. So yeah. People do get on YouTube, there's filters and whatnot, and they lie. Okay, they lie. And they say, I'm this age, or I'm that age, or I do this, or I do that. But Lauren, when you get a tube of what do they call that? There's places where you can buy like a generic lotion, for example, or generic coffee. And then you can have it packaged with your logo and your name. So then you market it as your invention, but it's not. It's being sold by everybody else under a different name, right? Like if you go buy Chanel makeup foundation, there's nobody else that has that formulation. And you can tell that's the good stuff. And it's also, like $200, but it's good stuff. But if you go to MAC and you buy their foundation, which is very expensive, about $85, guess what, ladies? Go to Walgreens and get your, CoverGirl, because the CoverGirl foundation is MAC. There, thank you. Save yourself $60. Okay. So Lauren has gotten this cream from a marketing place. You buy the cream, you give them your company name, you give them your messaging, your branding, and then they do the packaging, and then you sell it as yours, like it's unique or your own. Okay. $125 for something that she probably paid $5 for. And she does it by, hey guys, me and Dr. Babe, this is what we've been using. And you see how bright and fresh we are. Look at the quality of our skin. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, her face is worth about $35,000 of procedures. So it's exploitative, right? It's a lie of omission. Yes, I am using this cream, but I'm not telling them about my facelift and my filler and my Botox and my laser. I'm not going to tell them about all that. I'm just going to say it's all due to that. No, this will do one thing. It will moisturize the very top layer of your skin and nothing else, period. If you really want a moisturizer, you need to get a red light cap or face mask. So exploitation of subscribers. We do spend a lot of time worrying about our subscribers exploiting us, right? Some people, we make sure we don't give our phone numbers out to people, things like that. We stay aware that we're keeping our location kind of private. But how many of you guys have stopped to ask yourself, are these subscribers exploiting me? Are they taking me for a ride? Is my hobby of YouTube, is it something that is costing me money every month? Now, I have channels that I'm a member of. I pay a couple dollars, $5, whatever. One of them is like $25, I think. That's my choice because I'm getting benefit from it. There's something about it that I'm wanting to do. But when there's a subscriber there and they're like, again, my electricity bill, it's going to be an ice storm and we don't have any electricity. I don't know what we're going to do. I guess we can burn candles and put our little fingers around the candles and try to warm our little fingers. Come over, little small child of mine. Let's put your little fingers by the candle, the heat. Oh, my poor baby. Tiny Tim. If you guys would just give me $50 each, we could go get the bill paid. But I can't ask you to do that. Okay. And they pay. They pay. They give it. They just shower Brittany J with money. I am so mad at these people talking shit about me. I could make the choice not to go to their channel and listen to them talking crap about me, but I gotta go listen. They're talking bad about me. If I talk to an attorney, and I just can't afford it. If I had money, I could make them stop. I could get a legal. It's okay, Nubbin. Nubbin's worried about me. If I had money, I could go to the attorney. I could make them quit. I could make them stop. I don't have any money. I don't know what I'm going to do. If you guys wanted to give me a little bit of money, that could help. So then the subscribers say, it's okay, Nubbin. Everything's fine. And so then the subscribers say, it's okay. All right. Cool. cut. No, it's hard. She's a sweet baby kitty. All right, get down. Go. Sorry. And so then the subscribers say, okay, how much do you need? Here's $10, right? It rolls up, it's about $50, $100, $500. And then Brittany J says, oh, I need about $8,000. What? Did she say 8,000? No, she didn't know. I didn't hear her say that. Yeah, I can make them quit bullying me if I had $8,000. My cat died. I need $8,000. I need $8,000. And they paid it. Let me ask you guys this. Yes, she's very worried that I'm actually upset. Nubbin, go away. I'm fine. I'm fine. She's sitting in my lap right now. They did not make me cry. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Okay. All right. $8,000. That's right. No nuts, biggins is cabbage. All right. They paid it. They paid it. Lolo knows. Oh my God. Look, I wish that someone, an accountant, would go to that channel or those two channels and go all the way back 12 months to look at the sum total. It's got to be. She gets $700-800 from her subs to pay an electricity bill. And then you know what she did? She turned around and bought her live-in boyfriend, bought him a damn iWatch or whatever they're called. But you just had your subscribers buy you a deep freezer. They bought her a refrigerator. Now, here's what's going to happen. The people that are in the cult with Brittany, they're going to say, oh, look at that. Jules is just so jealous. No, excuse me. Pardon me. I would be so embarrassed to be Brittany. I would be mortified to go live and weep and cry and get people to pay my electric bill. I would be so embarrassed. One time it would happen. Never again. I would never. And with this chick, it's never ending. And it doesn't matter what she asks for. She asks these people for thousands of dollars, and then she turns around and buys, again, her alcoholic boyfriend a Carhartt jacket. $300, $350. She buys him a Carhartt jacket. But you're telling your subscribers that you can't pay the electricity bill. You're telling your subscribers you need to hire attorneys. You're telling your subscribers that you can't buy groceries for your children or that they're not going to get Christmas presents. But you buy him a $300 jacket. I'm sorry. Subscribers, what are you doing exactly? What are you thinking about? Do you have families that love you? Because I can tell you this. If I found out that my mom gave some YouTube creator $2,000, $2,500 to hire a lawyer to go after someone, I would bring every manner of hell down on that subscriber's head that I could find. We would have an army of attorneys coming for that person to get my mom's money back. It's truth. Now, I get $5 or $10. I'm okay with that. People make YouTube channels, they spend their money, they give you expertise if they have it. I don't know what Brittany's expertise is other than tragedy pimping. But even if they just offer entertainment, a place to hang out together and just be friends, a couple of dollars, I'm not having trouble with that. When you have the audacity to turn around and ask somebody to give you $8,000 so that you can be the bully, no, it's criminal. It's criminal at that point, right? It's criminal. Criminal Society, I warned Kresha, said Kathy Allen was incompetent to look after Richard Allen, all because Kathy wouldn't sign a contract with a certain lawyer. Very interesting bit of true crime gossip, Criminal Society. Something that I might be really interested in learning about. Yeah, I hope you come back and tell me more about it. That is very interesting. Yeah, Craig says things that he babbles, and you're right, he's just babbling fool. And things that he says are really disturbing. Not that whole I got 8 inches to breed you. Oh, he was talking to the cat. Okay, I'm not feeling better with your explanation. That was not a cat, and he hit some small creature, and it sounded like a child's back. That's what it sounded like. So, that's what I understand about these subscribers over there. They're hearing what you and I are hearing. So why is their experience so different? They're listening to the same nonsense we're listening to, but they seem to not experience it the same way, right? So that's my point of people that have been through trauma, people that where in their real life exploitation and abuse has been a common occurrence. They're the ones that are going to get sucked into that insanity. Those of you that are healthy, those of you that recognize exploitation and abuse when you see it, you have one reaction. I got to get away from this person. I got to move away from what this person is doing because it is manipulative and it is exploitative and it is bad. And I don't want to be a part of this, right? Excuse me. So the amount of money that Brittany takes from these, what I think are people that need someone to help them recognize that she's really doing a bad thing. Or Lauren with her face cream and Dr. Bay bullshit. I don't see it as bad in Lauren's channel, the outright exploitation, but definitely with Brittany's, that's a great example. And now it's turned out with Websleuths as well. So I thought, look, Jay is doing a great job. Jolene Lunzer, they're doing a great job exposing Trisha in Websleuths. And I do want y'all to go over at 3:00 and watch Jay's live because she's got the legal documents. And Trisha is trying to lie. She's trying to backstep. She's trying to cover for herself. But when you've got the legal documents, you've got the legal documents. There's no lying or talking around it, right? So I do hope you'll go. If we can keep posting the link, that'd be great. I do hope you'll go watch Jay's live at 3:00 because she does have the receipts. Okay, I think that is important. But my point of view, the reason that what I wanted my messaging about this whole situation to be is subscribers, we need to protect ourselves as well. It's not just about creators protecting themselves against subscribers. We as subscribers too can be taken advantage of. We can be sucked into the insanity and find ourselves reacting in ways that are not in our best interest. It It is very difficult to go to Brittany J's channel and listen for more than about 20 minutes, and she's not asking for money in some way, shape, form, or fashion. 20 minutes is about, and it's constant. She's completely abandoned any kind of real true crime coverage. It's just all turned into, look at what an emotional wreck I am. Make me feel better by giving me your money. And these people are trying to fix her. She is not appreciative. It's just money for her. All right. Yeah. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Okay. So, Trish Shaw of Websleuths, trying to inherit herself $1 million estate from a dead subscriber, is probably one of the worst things I've heard about YouTube. For me personally. Hey, 666 Stigma Shadow 6. It's been a minute since I was able to catch a live. Thanks for working and exposing the predatory practices of unscrupulous creators. Sub bases have many vulnerable people. They absolutely do. Absolutely. And trauma bonding, which is what Brittany is using, that's the tactic that she has established in her channel. Trauma bonding, where you're made to feel like you're a team, that you have to stand together in a righteous moment of indignation and fight together as an organized group for the good of the group. That's what she's done in her channel. So when she cries and says how all these bad people talking about her has made it so she can't pay her electricity bill, that is her cry of battle to her trauma bonded warriors. We must rise up against these reaction channels who are trying to take us down. We must rise up together and let them see they can't hurt us. Give me that money so I can make sure that I keep going live night after night. They can't hurt us. Together we will be the winners. We will prevail. And her channel, her subscribers, just money, 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 money. It's terrible. Or, well, I mean, yeah, one of the words used on YouTube is hate bonding. Yeah. But psychologically, it is trauma bonding, what she's doing. And if you grew up in a narcissistic family, you're susceptible to this type of emotional manipulation. If you were the black sheep, if you were the scapegoat, hey people, we scapegoats, we stand together. We are a force of nature. Don't F with the scapegoats. You want to know why? Because you ain't getting nothing past us. We have seen it all. We know the manipulation. We were there when our mommies and dads were using all this psychological manipulation on us. We had a first-hand row seat to the golden child. We know, don't we? And at some point, when you're the scapegoat, it may be miserable. Life in that family may be intolerable. But at some point, you go, you know what? F them, F this, I'm out of here. And then we go off, and I was 100% a scapegoat for my mother and my narcissistic brother. Absolutely. My dad, I had an absolute angel that saved me. That was my dad, my relationship with my dad and my little brother. My little brother was amazing. Okay. But for my mom and her little golden child, the manipulation was real and continued. And I always, like the good scapegoat that I am, I always pushed back. I wouldn't play along. I didn't get along to keep the peace. And that made them very uncomfortable, because how do you continue being perfect and be in the delusional greatness when really you have no accomplishment, nothing on your own, but you've convinced yourself you are? You need someone to play along with that, to continue the roles, to continue the bullshit. And the scapegoats say, I'm done, not playing anymore. You're crazy. You're crazy. This is silly. I'm out of here. And then we go on and build our own lives, right? And do what we want to do. So when you have been the scapegoat, when you've grown up in one of these families, you've had a front row seat since childhood watching emotional manipulation. You've seen it in action. You know what it is. So when a YouTube creator begins to do it, you stand back and go, oh, yeah, I remember that one time my mom, blah, 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 right? You see it. Your brain instantly goes, that's manipulation. This person is being manipulated. You see it so clearly. When I point out $8,000 so that Brittany can go against other people, you think that's crazy. Now, I can understand if somebody's being sued, someone you care about is being sued, and you're worried about them and you want them to be able to protect themselves, right? Or defend themselves. I'm much more likely to say, okay, I'll help you get an attorney so you can defend yourself, right? That you can kind of wrap your head around a little bit. $8,000 so that Brittany can sue other people? What? Those poor subscribers, they are being, I don't even want to think about how bad it is over there. I don't want to think about it. So, but if it was my mom or my dad, if it was my family, if I ran across a situation where someone I cared was giving us a YouTube creator thousands of dollars, I would be on the war path. Like it would be hell to pay. So that's why, I mean, we've seen these small things, face lotions, look like me, or give me $8,000 to sue, or I can't pay my YouTube or my internet bill or whatever. But when you find a lady, a YouTube creator like Websleuths, who has such a reputation that everybody believes is this honest, solid, regular person, right? And you find out that this woman has not only befriended a subscriber with $1 million, who moves her down to Texas, just a few miles from her paid off $250,000 house, and then pays that lady's rent. Trisha, girl, did you, okay, I got to ask this question because I'm the scapegoat of my family. I'm a black sheep. I'm not a scapegoat. I'm powerful. I'm like those mountain rams with the big, solid, rack. And I'm going to thump the shit out of you if you mess with me, right? I'm the middle child. I'm the troublemaker in the family, Trisha, because I got questions. Here's a question, Trisha. As you're sitting in your rent-free apartment in Dallas, Texas, that some subscriber is paying your rent for, do you ever stop to say, gosh, how will I pay my rent if my friend decides to quit paying it? Like, did that ever come to your mind? No? Is that what it means in your court documents where you say that Trisha of Websleuths relied on her subscribers' money to the detriment of Trisha? Is that the detriment? That you now can't pay your rent? And you've moved to Texas out of your home in Wyoming, and now you're stuck because your benefactor died and didn't put you in the will? Trisha, this is filthy, dirty mess. Filthy. It's filthy. It's so filthy that you lied bald-faced to your subscribers. You said, I withdrew my lawsuit. I withdrew my lawsuit. What lawsuit, you're asking? Well, Ms. Websleuths, Queen Websleuths herself, petitioned the judge to make her the executor of the $1 million estate from the lady from whom she stole her purse and her phone. And with her purse and her phone and the passwords and the emails, she can now access the millionaire's bank accounts and change the passwords so she can now get money at will. In the process of them uncovering these legal documents, they also found, this whole Othram Labs, yeah, it's a no-go. They want the $58,000 that Trisha took and wasn't supposed to have access to. Trisha took and spent $58,000 that was rightfully, legally supposed to be Othram's. But Trisha is so dependable. She has such a great reputation. Man. What about Gray Hughes sitting over there? Mr. Personality, Mr. Sunshine. What about Gray Hughes? I'm not even going to do nobody's giving me any money. Nobody's giving me any money tonight. I'm not going to do my live. Not till y'all give me some money. Sorry. Give me some money. I'm not going to do anything. I need my money. And they do. Why? You can't use Google Maps yourself. You don't know how to use Google Maps. Oh, you're there for the personality. You're there because he's so interesting. Stop. I'm over it. The whole mess of it. I'm over it. Just don't ask her questions. If you question Trisha, she calls you a troll. If you come in and say, yeah, but I had a question. You aren't anywhere in this mix legally. Why would a judge make you the executor? Doesn't it make more sense that a lady who's been in this woman's life since at least 2011, maybe longer, as the financial advisor, as the named executor, doesn't it make more sense that the judge would just say, hey, look, the lady is gone. She's dead. I have a legal document here signed that says this is her financial advisor, this is her executor, and has been for 15 years. I don't have any idea who the hell you are, weird little lady. Go away. Go back to your little YouTube channel. It's crazy. But here's Trisha's story. Trisha says that it is the financial advisor who is committing fraud. You're going to get your ass sued, girl. Trisha, you are going to be sued for defamation of character from a woman who probably has a retainer with an entire firm of attorneys. You know the kind, you just pick up your phone and go, hey, yeah, this is Jules. I got a trouble. Can you help me? That's the kind of attorneys that lady has as a financial advisor. She's got the kind of attorneys that she can get problems solved and ask questions, and she pays for that privilege every month. Every month, I got to send this to the lawyers. Got to send this to the lawyers. Got to make sure they stay, including me as their client, even though we don't have any work right now. Because when the problems come, when there is a problem, that's when you call and say, hey, I'm having a problem. I need to collect now on the fact that I've kept you on retainer for 3 years and never used you. That's the kind of legal coverage that a financial advisor is going to have, Trisha. What the hell do you have? You don't even have enough money for the $1,000 a month rent. And you're accusing this accomplished woman, you're accusing her of being a fraud and trying to steal someone's money. Unbelievable. You have no concept of how much that woman is probably worth as a financial advisor. Incredible. It's incredible. The story is incredible. But Trisha says that it is the financial advisor who is the fraud, and that the dead subscriber wanted her, Trisha, to get the house and the Lexus, and that all she's doing, she's just trying to make sure that those two big bank accounts, quote unquote, that those two big bank accounts go to the poor little puppies and kitties at the shelter. That's all Trisha's trying to do. The actual will, Trisha, says, I want my money to go to this person, this person, this person. If they're dead, and they all are, there's nobody in the will that's still living. So it's probably like her parents and her siblings, that kind of thing. They're all dead. If there's nobody else, then take my estate and donate it to this animal shelter. And she names the actual animal shelter that is working and it's functioning today. There's no scandal, Trisha. There's nothing. There is a 2011 will that clearly outlines her property, her name, and says, this is my executor, and I want everything to go to this animal shelter. And you know what, Trisha? You are the one that stopped the transfer of wealth to the kitties and the puppies. You did it with your stupid lawsuit because you can't pay your rent, allegedly. My speculation. You hadn't been paying your rent. That lady was paying your rent for you because she felt sorry for you. And now she died. And now you're going, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't pay rent. I'm stuck down here in Texas. I don't know anybody down here. And I don't know how to get back up to Wyoming where my family is. Because you took advantage of a kind person who had a lot of money. You took advantage of someone who may have been lonely. That's truth. That's the truth. There is no logical reason, none, for her to step in and stop this transfer of wealth over rightfully to the animal shelter. If she had not filed the paperwork to say, I get to be named executor, I'm going against this will, I'm fighting this will. If she had not done that, that money right now would already be on its way to the little puppies and kitties. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Trisha, you are ruined. This is it. You have been, and look, when you go over to Everyday with Jay and you start, and also Jolene, but Everyday with Jay got busy and she found all these documents, right? All this legal history. It's not just legal history related to the rich subscriber. What Websleuths has been committing fraud for decades. She's got lawsuits out the wazoo. The woman is an exploitative mess. Right, KJ? Yeah. Jay and Jolene Lunzer, it's fire. What they're doing is fire. Y'all can't miss this. I'm telling y'all. I know the Nancy Guthrie case is so interesting, and the Hawaiian doctor. There's so many interesting things. Don't miss this story. It's wild. I wish Chris McDonough would pick this up. You want to know why, right? Because Trish went against Chris McDonough and basically tried to ruin his reputation online. Chris, you and all your little investigative friends, man, this is a crime that, yeah. Yep. Fuck around, find out. This is it. Trisha, this is the find out part. This is the find out part. When it comes out that you schemed and plotted to hurt people that cared about you, this is the find out part. So bad. It's so bad, right? Yeah, and that's what makes it good, KJ. Incidentally, I hope you are doing well, KJ. That's the great part. One of the reasons why I do really enjoy Jay's channel. She gets the facts out there, and she doesn't sugarcoat it. And it's okay to laugh. It's okay to make jokes about what you're doing. I've had that problem. Like some of these criminals. One that comes to mind is I'm not going to be able to remember his name. It was the guy that at Disney World, he killed his whole family, all the kids, the wife, and then he had this. He was a physical therapist, and he had built the government for millions of dollars in fraudulent billing. And his story was ridiculous. Again, the wife did it. The wife killed everybody, right? Yeah. So with that trial, you couldn't help but make jokes because he was a caricature of a real man. He was a joke. The things that he would say and do were just absurd and ridiculous, right? And so taught it. Yeah, Sigma, you're awesome. Yeah, Anthony taught it, or Anthony Toad, right? The way that my brain works, these people that commit these horrendous crimes, I make fun of them. Right? Like Chad, the Chadster. He's such a little goober head, right? He's just ineffective little toad boy. And Anthony taught it was the same way. He's just a little toad, weak, ineffective dude. So I make jokes about that. And there were a lot of people got really mad at me, and they said I was being disrespectful to the kids and the wife that had been murdered. No, I'm not being disrespectful to them. Why do we want people to be given the persona of being a frightening monster? Take that away from them. That's what they want. They want the power. Don't let them be powerful. Make fun of their dumbasses. Reduce their power, right? That doesn't have anything to do with the people that they murdered. Nothing. So that's one thing I really do like about Jay and her subscribers. You can laugh, you can make jokes, and you're not making the jokes about the victims, and nobody's virtue signaling going, oh my God, how dare you make fun of the people that died. Nobody's making fun of the people that died. Stop. So yeah, so Jay's doing a great job with this story. You guys cannot miss this. You can't. I'm telling you, it's too crazy to even wrap your head around that it's actually happening. And here's one of the things that was so crazy to me, and you can thank Jolene Lunzer for this. Jolene was covering Trisha when the story unfolded. It unfolded naturally during a time when Jolene was basically stream sniping. She wasn't technically sniping, but she was reviewing this field trip that Trisha went on, and she was doing a reaction. She was doing editorial commentary on this video, this Websleuths video. And that's when the story came out by Trisha. Trisha's the one that even broke the story. It was just lucky that Jolene was recording at the time, right? And as she was recording at the time, suddenly the video got taken down. So Trisha was like, "Oh shit, somebody's screen sniping. They're recording me. I don't want this story out there." And she took it down, but it was too late because it was now recorded by Jolene Lunzer. And Jolene was smart enough to go, "Whoa. What is this nonsense? Your story doesn't even make sense, Trisha. It doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about?" And from there, J is for Justice got busy, and she started getting actual receipts, real information, wills, things that were filed with the court, old scams, old legal documents revealing fraud. It's wild. And it is the proverbial fuck around, find out. It wasn't planned. They weren't like looking for dirt, nothing bad, nothing dirty. It was all straight up honesty. And Jolene was like, "Your story is wild. Like, this can't even be true, what you're saying." And then it went dark. She took the video down. And at that point, Jolene was like, what is happening here? What is this? And they found out what it was. So there we are. So now Trisha is doing the Cotton Eye Joe. She is doing the Texas back two-step. She is backing up, and she is trying to come up with some story to make this look okay. And you're going to be lucky, Trisha, if you don't end up in prison. You're going to be lucky. This level of fraud, you're talking about $1 million, lady. That is not $58,000. $58,000 probably won't get you a prison sentence. $1 million? Oh yeah. They have special prisons for those kinds of crimes. Know what I mean? Ghislaine Maxwell in Huntsville, Texas. She could be your roommate, Trisha. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Wouldn't that be a hoot if she ended up getting 25 years for trying to commit fraud to steal $1 million, and she ended up in Huntsville Women's Prison with Ghislaine Maxwell? That'd be hilarious. It'd be great. Lola, I thought we were putting the link up, but maybe they had to leave. Let me see. I've still got it. I think that's it right there. She goes live at 3:00. Excuse me. Sorry, but at least I got to the muted part before it got bad. Scooby-Doo. All right. She would not have to worry about rent. What's up? The rent problem would become a moot point. She would get 25 years rent-free living. She'd get a hot meal. She'd get a bed. She'd get built-in friends. Oh, yeah. Yep. It may all work out for you, Trish. You may be good. And Lauren and John, take note. Birds of a feather flock together. And you and old Trisha have been really cozy. You know what I mean? All right. Crystal, officially the longest name on YouTube. Free college. Absolutely. Free college. I think Higgy's Ma. It's just incredible. This is the best story. This is the best story that I've ever seen come out on YouTube True Crime. This is great. Yep. Free food, free bed, free electricity, built-in friends, no rent. Trisha, you have arrived. You finally made it. All right. Elizabeth Holmes is there. Sigma Shadow 6. Elizabeth Holmes is in that same white collar prison. Yeah, absolutely. Or has she been released? She might have been released by now. I think she got a couple of years. That's the kind of prison sentence you get. It was the Elizabeth Holmes deal. She did what you did, Trisha. She committed fraud. That's all. She committed fraud. She took donations from wealthy benefactors and misled them as to what the money was for. That's why she ended up in prison. Trisha, what you did was a crime. What you did was a horrible crime. Committing fraud to the tune of potential payoff $1 million. Stealing, where'd it go? Stealing $1,500 telephone, stealing a purse worth several $1,000s. You just go into a dead lady's hospital room minutes after she dies and you steal her crap. And then you read her emails. You went into her emails and you read her emails. Trisha, what's wrong with you? There's not a credible bone in your body, lady. You're the worst that is out there among society. Oh my God. It's crazy. Where are all the fancy clothes coming from? Well, isn't that an interesting question? Because we know that Othram has cut ties with Trisha and Websleuths. Seems to be $58,000 that Othram wants that has been spent. She's a bad business partner. Don't go into business with Trisha. You won't ever get your money. Jolene Lunder has her own channel. She's a comedian. She's amazing. She is for me right now, she's my top #1 creator. I love to go listen to her. She makes me laugh. Her side chat, amazing people. They have great people in the side chat. Is that Stacy lady involved? What? Stacy got a fancy computer from the dead lady. Stacy's running around lying for Trisha. Trisha says, no, it wasn't like that. Let me tell you how it was. And then Stacy goes, and don't forget, it was this too. Rip it. It is like a Lifetime reality TV show. You guys have got to get into it. So 3:00 today, in about an hour and a half, Jay goes live to bring us more legal documents, actual information, because Trisha is lying her ass off, allegedly. All right. Okay. Oh, and don't forget about Old Megan. The Three Musketeers. Lauren, Trisha, Megan.
I stumble blindly, yet my heart is warm. For Rowan, my queen, my guiding star, she promises greatness, she will make us win. Though shadows surround, I follow her still. No lie do I need but her golden voice. Rowan, my loyalty.
Rowan! I'm Megan. musketeers, the 3 creators who seem to be quite exploitative of their subscribers. Now, there's been no scandal about Megan yet, but if Lauren is scandalous and now Trisha is scandalous, wouldn't it only make sense that Megan has got some skeletons in her closet? So keep an eye out on old Megan over there, because birds of a feather, they flock together. All right. Okay. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. My throat feels like a knife. So I'm going to quit so I can make some hot chamomile tea, and I'm not going to talk for about the next 5 hours. But I'm going to be at Everyday with Jay at 3 o'clock. I hope to see you guys in the side chat. It's the best story on YouTube.
Welcome to the circus, the true crime YouTube scene, where drama's the star and the facts aren't so clean.
I'll get it, Lolo.
She's on her channel, she's screaming with flair. Jay Ducks, poor Nana, her address is bare. The drama volcano, it's ready to blow. Subs grab their popcorn for the Crama show. It's Crama's true crime circus. Round and round we go.
Okay.
Not much truth, just trauma, stealing all the show. Narcissism, borderline, maybe psychopathy, fueling all the chaos in this YouTube spree.
Zelda. I did Zelda, but they're in my bedroom.
They're hurling those names. Snake, liar, fraud. It's their favorite game.
Such a bad sore.
No problems defined, no solution in sight. Just a merry-go-round of emotional fights. Subs egg it on, they're loving the mess. Trauma bonding nightly in this hot circus press. It's Crama's true crime circus. Round and round we go. Not much truth, just trauma, stealing all the show. Narcissism, borderline, maybe psychopathy, fueling all the chaos in this YouTube spree. It's a borderline stream, this emotional ride. No facts, just feelings with nowhere to hide. They gather each night for their drama parade. Significance found in the mess that they've made. So tune in tomorrow, the circus won't stop. Crama's true crime keeps the drama on top. With insults and screams, it's a wild, wild scene. Crama's true crime circus, fighting to be YouTube's drama queen.
All right, Anarchy. I'll see you guys at Jay's. Bring in receipts. Bye.